Yes, sir. We're officially back at it. This is Boog Nice coming at you with the Marvel Legends Molten Man Build-A-Figure Wave Hydro Man figure review. Let's do it.
This ain't for no scalper. You a scalper? Then fuck out shit. This one's for them real collectors. That's army building and posing figures. Marvel Legends, imports, mini matey, I'm fucking with them. Hype beast, we know about you. Stay buying figs, don't know about it.
7 figures in the wave. You need 6 figures to complete the Molten Man Build-A-Figure. Alright, here we go. Taking a closer look at Hydro Man. Another long overdue redo. A chance for Hasbro to get redemption from the sins of its father, Toy Biz. So, does the Hasbro figure stand up to the old Toy Biz version, which I hope I can find? Absolutely. I don't even need to find that figure to know that this figure is better. However, there are some major issues, and I'm sure most of you have the same issues and concerns that I do. Hydro Man is packed in with the head to complete the Molten Man Build-A-Figure. His bio reads, knocked into the ocean by Spider-Man during the testing of an experimental generator, Morris Bench gains the ability to transform his entire body into water. Speaking of water, there are some water accessories packed in with this guy. These two things are like semi-circles almost, and they just attach to the front of his feet. And I suppose you could consider the arms accessories sorta, or at least the hands, because the hand can pop out on both here, and then you may want to do something else. Maybe you customizers out there may be able to do something with this, but obviously the major issue here is that the water effect is something that is constant. You cannot remove these arms. They didn't give us any interchangeable flesh arms, and in order for you to do something with this to change that out, you're gonna have to be able to do some decent amount of customizing, because you can probably heat these arms up here and pop this out, but then you're still gonna have this water effect right here, right at the front, right at the bottom of his shirt sleeve. So just like they did us dirty with the Sandman Build-A-Figure a couple years back, same thing here. And it's a shame too, man, because this head sculpt is really nice. Looks like they reused the Netflix Luke Cage body, which is a great body mold for this guy. I think it's perfect for him actually too. And they really did a nice job on this head sculpt. But man, these arms. Let me get the water attachments on his legs. So yeah, this looks really cool. And obviously you can, you know, detach these and use them for something else. Maybe put them down on the ground and make it seem like a person is drowning in there, pop off one of the heads of the other figures of Spider-Man or something like that. You know, there's options here. There are some cool options, but I wish there were more options. I really wish they went the distance with this. And considering that he was only packed in with a small little tiny head for Molten Man, whereas Spider-Woman was packed in with the full torso, I could understand why they may not have packed in more with her. But with him, they could have gave us some arms, man. They could have finessed this where he could have had regular arms, man. You know? And obviously you're not going to be able to really display it from the back without it looking kind of wonky. No question about it, he looks really cool. And he's going to look great in some ACBA action. I don't have any doubts about that. But we are on an emotional roller coaster with Hasbro. You know, it's give and take. They give us a little, take a little bit away. You know, 1 step forward, 2 steps back type of deal. I just really wish they would have went the distance on this guy, or at the very least, maybe somewhere in the future they will have some plans to give us complete versions of Hydro Man and Sandman and any other characters that they skimped out on giving us a powered down version. Taking a quick look at the articulation, his head can go down pretty far and go up pretty far, so that's really good. You get a good range of motion, full 360, a pivot, no issues there. The shoulders were kind of fused at first, but you can get them up far. You can hear that clicking, and you can do a full 360. If you want to swap out the arms, you would have to do it here and probably crack the torso and pull that out. But anyway, ab crunch is just going to go that far forward and that far back. T-joint at the pelvis, legs comes up that far. You get a real good split, upper thigh swivel, double jointed knee, a swivel, a hinge, and a pivot on the foot. So I skipped over the arms, but you can rotate here. And there is a very slight hinge in there that hinges like 2% or something like that. And then you get a swivel and a hinge on the wrist. So it's the same thing on both sides as far as the arms go. Couple quick size comparisons. You have Jessica Drew Spider-Woman on the left and Pizza Parker on the right. There's the 12-inch Marvel Legends Spider-Man on the left, crouching down, and the Julia Carpenter Spider-Woman from this same wave on the right. And there's the Rhino Build-A-Figure on the left and the Sandman Build-A-Figure on the right. Alright, I gotta get out of here. I didn't get an opportunity to find the old Toy Biz Hydro Man. Well, the figure. I did find the base or the water apparatus for the lower body. And I mean, even with that figure, they gave you a powered down version. Although the figure was pretty much garbage, you did have the option to switch from him utilizing his power set to just being in a non-powered state. So that's really where they dropped the ball on this one. This guy could have probably been in a running for one of the top 10 Marvel Legends of 2019 if there was the ability to swap on some regular arms. But he still is solid. It still is a good figure for some action sequences, as you can see. I definitely want to explore more. I forgot to mention his membership in the Sinister Syndicate. So I see what Hasbro's doing. I see where they're going. And I'm pretty sure we're going to see some sort of iteration of Hydro Man show up in this new Spider-Man Far From Home movie. So, you know, they're right in sync. They're right in line with what they should be doing. They just got to go the distance with each of these individual figures, in my opinion. But still, this is one I would recommend. 20 bucks, can't really beat it. So yeah, as always, thanks for hanging out. Rate, comment, subscribe, and until next time, peace.
That's crispy.